We're going over 3 signs your manifestation is near, and it's time to get excited. As you start doing the work, as you start applying universal principles, the universe will reflect certain things back to you, give you confirmations, give you signs that you are on the right track. The universe is a feedback machine. It will give you feedback not only for whether your manifestation is near or when you also need to change course as well. But in this one, we're going over some of the signs that can come in, some of the things I've experienced and other people's experience when your manifestation is near, and to really keep going down the path you're going. If you're seeing these things, it's positive confirmation, meaning you're doing something right, and to continue what it is that you are doing. Now, with any of these videos, make sure you do use your own discernment. Only take on board what resonates with you. But when something resonates with you, I want you to let me know in the comments below. So if sign number 2 resonates with you, let us know down below. If all of them resonate with you, let us know down below in the comments, and you can expand on it a little bit if you want as well. But without further ado, let's get into it. The 3 signs that your manifestation is near. So we're going in reverse order with number 3 first, and this one is going to sound almost obvious. Maybe it's not obvious for some people, but some people might dismiss this actually, and it's you feel good all of the time. You have to understand the way you feel is always an indicator of what's happening for you at a quantum level, at an energetic level, which is the building blocks of creation. It starts at energy. And so when you're feeling good all the time, not only are you in great creative power, but you're also removing resistance. When you're not feeling so good, when you're feeling heavy, what it really means is you're in resistance, and your emotional guidance system is just letting you know, hey, you're in resistance to something right now. And so if you find yourself feeling good all the time, you're just in those emotions and energy of gratitude and love and abundance, and that's the majority of each and every day for you, that is a huge sign that things are going to start coming in, because you've removed resistance and you're allowing the flow of life to come in undeterred, without any resistance or blocks or anything else. And that is usually when you're going to be in a massive pocket of manifestation power, simply because you're getting out of your own way, you're getting out of the universe's way, and you're doing one of the most important things you can do. And again, a lot of people don't like to think this is how it works, but it is. You are feeling good now. When you genuinely feel good now, you allow things to come in. You allow momentum to take place. You allow flow to happen in your life. And so if you're feeling good all of the time, that will be a surefire sign that manifestations at both a small and possibly even a larger scale are coming in. Now, if you're not feeling good all the time, and in fact you're feeling the opposite and resistance, what I would invite you to do is just take a look at that. Because typically if you're feeling heavy, or you're feeling just bad emotions or whatever else it is, heavy emotions, it typically is just your emotional guidance system trying to get you to look at something because you're in resistance. We have other videos that can help you with that, so go check that out. But again, for number 1, or for the 3rd sign, since we're going in reverse order, is you just feel good all of the time. It's just so easy for you to get into that place, and that's a surefire sign that manifestation is coming. Actually, before we move on, one of the best ways to start removing resistance in your life are certain meditation techniques that I teach in my course, The Miracle of Meditation, which you can get for free right now down below. So I just wanted to plug that in there real quick. You can get my free Miracle of Meditation course. Get that through the description down below. Now let's get into number 2. Now this goes alongside number 1, but you're starting to feel a powerful momentum, and you'll know what I'm talking about when you're in this state. You just feel in the pocket. You feel like things are moving quickly. You're in this momentum, and I'm not talking about a crazy heady kind of momentum. This is like a feeling momentum, because we've all felt like that kind of chaotic, like things are moving a million miles per hour in your head. It's not what I'm talking about here. I'm talking about like a smooth flow where things are just like synchronistic and just kind of moving smoothly in your life, and you're just continuing to keep this momentum going more and more and more. And this is amazing, because what's happening is you are probably taking a lot of action, which is obviously going to lead to a lot of different results in your life. A lot of times resistance comes in and kind of stifles us from taking action, from doing the things that we would be required to do in order to utilize the universal principles. A lot of times resistance will cause us to hang out in emotions that don't allow for the things we want to come in. But when you're feeling this momentum, it's probably because you're feeling good now all of the time, but you're taking action after action after action. You're like an unstoppable train at this point, just continually moving towards whatever it is that you're trying to manifest, or whatever your desire is, or whatever, we'll just say what's in your heart, because I know with the word desire, there's a bit of confusion about what that represents, and it represents different things for different people. But I'm talking about a very positive, natural flow with life that is moving you towards the thing that's in your heart, that is moving you faster and faster towards that thing without really any blockages getting in the way. And even if blockages do get in the way, you're in such a momentum that they don't even phase you. You just kind of run right through them as you keep going. This is when manifestation starts to become a little more easy and effortless as well. You just kind of follow this wave of momentum, and you just allow yourself to just move naturally. Your head's not really getting too involved. You're not stifling yourself. And so if you're feeling this one, again, just keep going with it. And if you find yourself out of it, because there will be an ebb and a flow, if you get yourself back into that feeling good place, because number one, the first one we went over, is a great way to start the momentum and get the train going. You know, it's like your train is at the station and you use that feeling good power, that feeling good emotion to get it moving and then to keep it going. But once it starts going, it's really hard to stop. So if you are doing that, you're probably taking a lot of different actions. Remember, law of attraction, you can't spell without law of action, and also law of traction. Action leads to traction, which leads to attraction, which brings things into you. So keep that momentum going from a feeling good place, and things will start coming in. They have to by law. And number one is you are starting to see success and manifestations in other lives or in other areas. So like not necessarily in your life just yet, but around you all of the time. So you're seeing people succeed. You're seeing success stories. Maybe certain law of attraction videos like law of attraction success stories are coming up on your feed or other things similar to that. And you're just starting to notice in your external environment that these things are popping up all of the time. And this is a great sign that the same thing can happen for you as long as you don't add resistance and kind of hook out of it. You know, stay in this, because if you're seeing these things, maybe the universe is also leading you to some things that can help you along the way to get in these things. But typically, remember, we at the end of the day, when you chunk up high enough from a high enough perspective, are all one. And what you focus on grows. What you put your attention on expands in your life, which means if these things are starting to pop up just kind of naturally in your everyday life, it's what's expanding in the background in your life. It's what you're now paying attention to, especially if you see these things and you get a good feeling. Now, if you're seeing these things and you have resistance or jealousy or something like that, then it's probably an indicator of something you need to clear out and let go of. But if you're seeing other people's success and it's more like, you know, this is amazing, look at all the, you know, there's so much to go around, there's abundance, and you feel good about it, you feel connected to that, you don't feel, again, in resistance to it, that is an amazing sign that your manifestations are coming through in the background too. These things don't just pop up in your physical realm for no reason. There is such a thing as synchronicity. There is such a thing as like energy attracting like energy. And again, especially if you see that and you're getting excited about it and eager about it and you're connecting from a feel good place, it's a good sign that those things are gonna happen for you in your own way. You know, it doesn't mean it's gonna be exactly the same way, but it means that whatever it is you define as success, whatever you define as fulfillment, whatever it is, you know, that you are on that wavelength, you are on that frequency, because you're seeing these things. If you were on a different frequency, you'd probably see things that are talking about negativity. You'd probably be watching the news, whatever else it is. But if you're seeing success around you, again, it is a great sign that it's on its way to you as well, that your manifestations are coming. And from this, what I would invite you to do is keep doing what you're doing. Keep seeing these examples. Allow them to inspire you. Ride that wave of the energy that it gives you. Keep eagerly anticipating your own manifestations while being grateful for what you currently have and while connecting to these things that are coming into your reality. All right, so those were 3 signs that your manifestations are near. Now, there's plenty of other signs as well, but if you are noticing any of these things, to really keep doing what you're doing to allow that to come in. Remember, the universe is a feedback machine. It will give you feedback based on where you are in relationship to where you say you want to go. Again, we can use the word desire, or if you want a different one, what your heart wants, where your heart is leading you. The universe will always kind of let you know through feeling and through certain things in the external environment where you are matching up to what's in your heart versus what you're actually doing, the actions you're taking, the energy you find yourself in a lot. And when there's a misalignment, you feel resistance so that you could get yourself back to what's actually aligned to you. So anyway, that's it for this video. Let me know which one of these resonated with you. It could be all 3, could be one of them. You can give me some more information down below. Share it with us in this community. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video.